This is my journey. Okay, let's study and study. The rule of the law. Everyone must follow the law. Next, representative. So it's up to you. Where are your USC representative? Next, the longest rivers in the United States. Mississippi River. That's my first answer. Four amendments of who can vote. Describe one. 18 and older. Next, of Independence. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. Territory did we buy from France in 1803? Louisiana. Who is Abraham Lincoln? Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. Next. Two rights in the Declaration of Independence. Two rights is liberty, life and liberty. Actually, that's three. Life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. But it's just, if it says two, you give two. If it's one, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Next, one power of the states. Give a driver's license. There are a lot of powers in the states. The powers of the states are, uh, of course, to give a driver's license, provide schooling and education, provide protection, it's the police, provide safety, approve zoning and land use. So that's approve zoning and land use. Okay. What was main concern on Cold War? Cold War is communism. Next, the Vice President of the United States now, Kamala Harris. Next, original states. Name three. New York, New Hampshire, New Jersey. So that's 13. Three, name three, only three. So part of it is Georgia is one of the original. Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, the North and South Carolina. So 13, but three only. Do we vote for president? November led to the Civil War, slavery. In the United States, Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. U.S. Senator represent all the people in the state. Next, colonists came to America for freedom. Next, first president, George Washington. People sold as slaves. People from Africa or Africans. Next, there are 100 U.S. senators. Fourth, last submission is April 15th. Federal laws, Congress. It depends. It depends where you are. Next, if you are a senator now, it depends on your state. Cabinet do advises the president. George Washington. The part of the government, Congress. General Eisenhower in World War II. Practice a religion or not practice a religion. Liberty, that's in New York, or Liberty Island. Allegiance is a promise to be loyal to the United States or to the flag. Next, racial discrimination, the civil rights movement. An amendment is a change to the Constitution or an addition. It's a change or an addition. In World War II, that's Franklin Roosevelt. And senator for how many years? U.S. senator is 6 years, similar as in the Philippines, 6 years also. So vote for president, 18 and older. Who is the commander in chief of the military? Is this the president? The national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Does the Constitution have? There are 27 amendments. Am I right? 27? 27 nga ba? Touch move na yan, guys. Pag nasagot mo na yan, wala. Yes, 27. I am correct. The British because of high taxes. Taxes without representation. Next. What happened on the Constitutional Convention? The Constitution was written. Ayan na nga guys, based lang to sa napag-studyhan ko, medyo nawala na matagal na kasi. So it's been so long. It's been so long. You can have my review. The U.S. citizen. To vote in a federal election, what is one responsibility? One is to vote in a federal election. I think to serve as a jury is one part. Next, fought by the U.S. in 1800. That's the Civil War. The president now Democratic. Supreme Court. 9 justices. The Great Depression. That's Franklin Roosevelt. Okay, guys, let's make it becoming too powerful. Checks and balances or separation of power. Mexico, California, Arizona, Texas, New Mexico. How many voting members? 435. Participate in democracy. Vote in a federal election and join a political party. I think that's it. I'm not too political. In democracy, you can help with a campaign, join a civic group, join a community group, give an elected official your opinion on an issue, call senators and representatives, publicly support or oppose an issue or policy, run for office, and write to a newspaper. So to vote and join a civic group. Next. Bills to become laws. That's the president. Proclamation do free the slaves. I think that's the Emancipation Proclamation is freeing the slaves. Emancipation, yeah, free the slaves, freed slaves in the Confederacy, freed slaves in the Confederate States, freed slaves in most southern states. So the closest one is free the slaves. Next, federal government to print money. Executive branch, the president. The highest court in the United States, the Supreme Court. Notice the 50 stars. It represents 50 states. First, who lived first in America before Europeans. That's Native Americans. North and the South is the Civil War. President of the U.S. now, Joe Biden. September 11, 2001, that's where the terrorists attacked the United States. Who loved the land? The Constitution. Most close to the United States, that's the Pacific Ocean. There's Canada, Alaska. Anthony Do fought for women's rights. The U.S. Cherokee. Federalist Papers, John Jay. Junior Do fought for civil rights. September 11, the United States was attacked by a terrorist. The main Cold War, what was their main concern? Communism. Who sets up the government? Independence. When was it declared? When? Declaration of Independence is July 4th, 1776. He was the president. Declaration of Independence again. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. In the United States, capitalist economy. Flag had 13 stripes because it represents original 13 colonies. Territory Guam. Guys, what do we call the first 10 amendments Bill of Rights? 1900s, World War One. Become a United States to be loyal to the United States. How many voting members? 435. Register in selective services. 18, age 18. More representative, they have more people. World War One, Woodrow Wilson. Congress, the House of Representatives and the Senate. It's holidays. That's Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's where you live. 1787. You're living in the United States, vote in a federal, two rights. Vote in a federal election and run. I serve as a jury. Oh my gosh. Serve as a jury. Next is Democratic and Republican. Government is in 3 words of the Constitution, we the people. Freedom in the First Amendment, freedom of speech. In World War II, that's Japan, Germany, and Italy. For how many years? For 4 years. Benjamin Franklin is famous, U.S. diplomat. in the United States now? John Roberts Jr. Which ocean is on the east coast of the United States? That's the Atlantic Ocean. Independence Day, July 4th. Civil positions, Attorney General and the Vice President. When the President could no longer, it's the Vice President. When the President and the Vice President could no longer, the Speaker of the House. The branch do explains the laws. Oh wow, that's all done. All done. Really? I'm all done. Let's see. Oh, in 16 minutes, you're able to. Let's see. Remaining two. What does the judicial branch do? Oh, that's all 99. 99. So guys, ayan, in 16 minutes kaya mo siya. But of course, hindi, pag na-touch move kasi yan, so pag na ano mo, aha, aha, all done, remove. Pag na ano mo siya, nasagutan mo siya at namali ka, mag-move forward ulit sila. So touch move ito. So thank you all for, ayan na nga, thank you all for dropping the longest river. 99 question na pala yun. So, 16 minutes. Ayan na nga guys. Thank you, thank you. Ayan. Thank you, thank you. Ayan na guys. Oh, first question. 100 question. 6 answer. Ayan. What name one of the two longest rivers in the United States? That's Mississippi River. The other one is Missouri. The supreme law of the land. The Constitution. Constitutional Convention. What happened during the Constitutional Convention? Parang may ganun siyang tanong dito. What happened during the Constitutional Convention? The Constitution was written. The founding fathers wrote the Constitution. So, yan yung two answer. Ayan, the Constitution was written. The founding fathers wrote the Constitution. Second try. Ayan, well, responsibility of a U.S. citizen. Rights and responsibility, vote in a federal election. Vote in a federal election. One right only for the United States citizen, run for federal office, or vote in a federal election. When we said responsibility, serve on on a jury, vote in a federal election. So responsibility, the other one is right. Who can vote? Ayan. Next to your state, B. Anthony Do. Susan B. Anthony fought for women's rights. That's the one that I remember. Women's rights fought for civil rights. Fought for women's rights. Ayan na. National holidays, that's Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's my favorite. But there are a lot. You can have the Memorial, New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, President's Day, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving Day, and Christmas Day. So name two, either you can choose. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10, name only two. Next, there are a lot based on the states, but you need to, I think, against one. Name representative. President, who was the first George Washington? George Washington. Congress. Congress makes the federal laws. Ayan na mga guys. Part of the government. So how we have the Congress, executive, legislative, part of the government. I think the courts, part of the government. Congress, legislative, president, executive, the courts, judicial. So judicial. Ayan. Next, registered for selective services. 18, between 18 and 26. 18 and 26. Or 18, age 18. At age 18, between 18 and 26. Written 1787. Ayan guys, padalian, pabilisan lang ito. Ayan eh. Right, freedom and the First Amendments. Freedom of speech. So one right of freedom. Freedom of speech, religion, assembly, press, petition the government. So one right speech is my favorite answer. Next, it's more representative. They have more people. They have more people, of course. Wait, mahirap mag-ano guys. It's difficult to confirm. So World War I, ay, they have more people. Sana ba yun? More people. More people. Hindi ko na makita kung saan, saan part yun ng book. Basta more people. They have more people. Their population is bigger. Ayan na. Forms. Last submission is April 15th. April 15th. It's in the west coast of United States. West is the Pacific Ocean. East is Atlantic Ocean. East is Atlantic Ocean. West is the Pacific. West Pacific. Ayan. Federalist Papers. James Madison, John J. Publius, and I think Hamilton. Wait, let me double check, guys. Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton, James Madison. There there are only four. So James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, John Jay, and Publius. Publius. Who was president during Great Depression? Great Depression is Franklin Roosevelt. That's my answer. Franklin Roosevelt. Great Depression, Franklin Roosevelt. That's my answer. But let me double check kung tama ba ang aking, if my answer is correct. My answer is correct. It's hard to really know where was it. Uh, that's recent American history. Oh wow, I cannot find it. World War One is Woodrow Wilson, but Great Depression. Who was the president during the Great Depression? It's not. It's Franklin Roosevelt. So it's Great Depression and World War Two. World War Two. Who do we fight in World War Two? Japan, Germany, Italy. Before he was president, Eisenhower was general. What war was he in? World War II. So that's it. Franklin Roosevelt. World War One is Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson. Name of the VP stands for Vice President in the U.S. now. Of course, Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Next, laws. It's the president that signed bills to become laws. President is the one who signed bills to become laws, the one who vetoes, who vetoes the bill, vetoes the bill and signs the bill. President. Next question. Two ways that you can participate in the democracy. So that is two ways that you can participate in your democracy. The category for that is system of the government. Vote, join a political party, help a campaign, join a civic group, join a community group, give an elected official your opinion on an issue, poll senators and representatives, publicly support or oppose an issue or policy, run for office, and write to a newspaper. Next, and racial discrimination. Discrimination. Civil rights movement. Civil rights movement. Next. Number 77. Who is the commander-in-chief of the military? Commander-in-chief, the president. Declaration of Independence, July 4, 1776. The Constitution was written 1787. So after 10 years. Next, Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance to be loyal to the United States. Who do we show? loyalty or pledge of allegiance, either the flag or the United States. The flag are both correct answer. Yan. According to my pocket study guide. Ayan nga. Are there 100? How many voting members in the House of Representatives? 435. How many amendments of the Constitution? 27. Next, the U.S. now. John Roberts Jr. John Roberts Jr. John Roberts. Hindi ko, sometimes, when you just need to keep on repeating and repeating for it to retain to your brain. Next, on September 11, that's 2001. September 11, the terrorists attacked the United States. In America, before the Europeans, it's Native Americans or American Indians. Native Americans or American Indians. I'm just verifying, guys. Sometimes when you've been so long that you didn't study, you just retain it into your brain, but you want to make sure that it stays on your brain. Next, represent all people in the state. Government is we the people. Everyone living in the United States, two rights. Vote in a federal election. Two rights living in the United States. Oh my. Two rights. Sometimes I get confused on that question. Two rights. Living in the United States. No, it's not. Two rights nga. Mali ako, guys. I'm wrong. Two rights. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment is speech. Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom to petition the government, freedom of religion, the right to bear arms. Two rights living in the United States: freedom of expression, freedom of speech, speech, assembly, religion, right to bear arms, petition the government. Ayan, the original rights, the original what is one right or freedom from the original right from the First Amendment, right or freedom from the First Amendment is speech, religion, assembly, breath, petition the government. So what are the two rights of everyone living in the United States? I don't know, guys, maybe ipa-enumerate nila. Depends to the one asking the question. But during the civic exam, multiple choice naman kasi. Okay. It's okay if it's multiple choice. The only thing if it's not multiple choice and you've been asked by an officer if you're in the process of um, naturalization. But if you just wanna have exam for educational purposes. Some state required to take civic, some not. It depends to the particular state. But the two rights, freedom of religion, freedom of speech. religion, speech. Sometimes I get confused on the rights, responsibility. Yeah, well, one responsibility that is only for U.S. citizens. Serve responsibility. That's your responsibility to serve on a jury, vote in a federal election. What is one right for the United States, only for United States citizen? Right. Your right is to vote in a federal election, to run for federal office. That's your right. But as a responsibility to serve on a jury and vote in a federal election. Yeah, because in the Philippines I don't know if we have jury. I'm not familiar. So vote in a federal election, that's your responsibility and your right. The other responsibility is serve on a jury. The other one is run for federal office. Two rights of everyone living in the United States. That's on 10 Bill of Rights, freedom of speech, freedom of religion. Ayan na nga guys. I'm just repeating and repeating and repeating it in my brain so that I wouldn't forget. Next, capital of your state. So it depends. The capital of your state, for example, if you're in California, the capital of your state is Sacramento. If you're in Arizona, Phoenix. If you're in Nevada, that's Carson City. If you're in Utah, Salt Lake City. If you're in Colorado, Denver, I guess. Yeah, it's up to you, but it's also for your benefit if you know the capital. I don't know, maybe because this is a grade one or elementary. Texas is Austin. Oklahoma is Oklahoma City. Louisiana is, I know, it's Baton Rouge. Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. Arkansas, Little Rock. Tennessee. Tennessee is Nashville. Georgia is Atlanta. I forgot Alabama is Montgomery. Montgomery. So Florida is Tallahassee. Tallahassee. So we go to Oregon. Wait. It should be going up, then going down. So Oregon, did I mention Oregon? Salem, Washington, Olympia. Idaho, that's in Boise. Montana, Helena, Wyoming, Cheyenne, uh, Dakota, that is Pierre. Uh-huh. North Dakota, Bismarck, South Dakota is Pierre. Going down is Nebraska. Nebraska is Lincoln. Kansas is Topeka. Kansas, never been to Kansas. Then going up, go Minnesota, St. Paul, down Iowa, Des Moines. I don't know the parentheses, Des Moines. It's like French, like Pierre, Des Moines are French. Going to Missouri is MO. Missouri, MO, Jefferson City. Then we go back to Illinois. I know, not Illinois. Illinois, yeah, it's Illinois. Going to Springfield. Springfield. Oh wow, that's really my goal. Wisconsin, that's Madison. I know one of my neighbor is in uh, one of my that I know, Michigan. So Lansing, I think that's the or border of Canada. Michigan, going Ohio. I know one of my YouTube subscriber, Ohio. They're from Ohio, that's Columbus. Ayan, Columbus. Then we go to Kentucky. Kentucky is Frankfort. Then, of course, we already done with Georgia. That's Atlanta, Georgia. We go to North Carolina. Did I mention South? South Carolina. That's Columbia. South Carolina, Columbia. North Carolina is Raleigh. Then we go up to Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. Then West Virginia, we go to Charleston. And then the capital. Oh, the capital of the United States is Washington, D.C. Oh, wow. So Pennsylvania, and then we go to Maryland. That's Annapolis, Maryland, MD. Delaware, DE. That's Dover. Then we go to New Jersey, Trenton. I saw that in the vlog of Cebuana Abroad, Pennsylvania, Harrisburg. Next is Connecticut, that's Hartford. Oh, that's the one that I want to visit, the Rhode Island. Providence. Then we go to, oh wow, New York. I thought it's New York City, but it's not. New York is Albany. Albany. Albany, I thought it's New York, New York. It's just in the song New York, but it's not. It's Albany, guys. New York. I thought it's New York, New York. But it's not. New York, New York. Then Massachusetts, Boston, New Hampshire, Concord, Vermont, Montpelier, Montpelier, Pillier or Montpelier, I don't know, something like that. And then Maine, where my coworker is before, Augusta or Augusta, so that's the part, I think border of Canada, M-E. ME, so guys, ikaw nang bahala kasi pang grade 1, you'll never know kung ano ang itanong sa'yo ng, ng officer. Ayan guys, so parang call center lang siya talaga. Kung may experience ka sa Philippines working in a call center, they usually have abbreviation. That's their mandatory. Mandatory exam. The capital and the abbreviation. But for educational purposes, it's also good to name. Okay, next. Next, so that's the capital, Salt Lake City, Utah. I thought it's the only easiest to remember are Oklahoma is Oklahoma City. So the other one, it's up to you. So it's really nice to really study the geographic of the United States for just, I don't know, just to have additional knowledge. So if you've been to, yeah, California is big. Of course, Arizona is big. New Mexico, Texas. I think I don't know what's the biggest state in the United States according to Google. And then Alaska. Oh, we haven't mentioned Alaska. Alaska is Juneau. That's the one thing that I wanna visit. Lord willing. I haven't completed, guys, my 50 states. And then, of course, very popular, good advertisement, Honolulu, Hawaii. And then, for the abbreviation, of course, California, CA, Arizona, AZ, Nevada is NV, Oregon is OR, Washington is Washington DC. So Washington is different from Washington DC. So Washington Idaho. Oh wow, Idaho is on the upper of Utah. I thought it's in the other side. Oh wow. So Idaho, Utah, or it's either you go to Nevada and then Arizona. So Idaho is ID. I thought before it's IO. No, it's ID. Idaho. Montana is MT. Wyoming is WY. Utah is UT. Colorado is CO. Like New Mexico is NM. Arizona is weird. I thought AZ, not AR, because usually if you follow the trend, Nevada, NE, on the third, NV, CA, wait, OR. If it is more than 246, OR. It depends, guys. I don't know. You cannot predict the pattern. Oklahoma is okay. Texas also is TX. Example, Louisiana. Louisiana is LA. LA. Mississippi is MS. MISSIPPI. Mississippi. So Arkansas is AR. AR, not AS. AR. Missouri is MO. Iowa, it's not IO but IA. Iowa, Minnesota is MN, MN, MN. Of course, the easiest one are the North and South Dakota is ND and SD. Wisconsin is WI. Michigan is MI. Indiana is IN, not ID. ID is Idaho. Illinois is IL. Springfield. Kentucky, KY. Tennessee is TN. North and South Carolina, NC and SC. Georgia is GA. Florida, FL. Virginia, that's Virginia, not VA. Virginia. Maryland. Maryland is MD. MD, oh wow, MD. Delaware is DE. Of course, New Jersey is NJ. Connecticut is CT. CT, Connecticut. 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 Sometimes it's hard to pronounce. Connecticut. Connecticut. Ayan na guys, capital of your state, it depends. So, kayo na ang bahala na mag-name ng iyong capital kung saan ka mang lupalop ng mundo. So where you are in a part of the United States. So I think we're almost done just for the capital. Maine, I thought Maine is MA, but Maine is ME. Mama Echo. Vermont is VT. not VE. Vermont. VT. Huh? What else? That I didn't know. Columbus, yeah, that's very familiar. Jackson, oh, Mike Jackson, Mississippi. Louisiana, Baton Rouge. I wonder why California, Colorado, South Dakota, they are color coded pink. So geography, so another, ano naman yan guys, another topic. So do your homework just in case. You'll never know. Next, amendment. Amendment is the change of the Constitution. During the U.S. war between North and South Carolina. Ay, North and South. North and South Civil War. Sorry. Freedom of religion again. To practice any religion or not practice a religion. Next is independence when it is adopted July 4th, 1776. When it is written 1787. What does the judicial branch do? Judicial branch explains the laws, reviews laws, resolves disputes or disagreements, decides if a law goes against the Constitution. So the first thing that comes into your mind, reviews laws. So if you would ask another one, it's up to you to give, but it explains laws, resolves disputes, decides if a law goes against the Constitution. The party of the president now, Democrat, rule of the law. Rule of the law is everyone must follow the law. Leaders must obey the law. Government must obey the law. No one is above the law. So that's the answer. At least what is the rule of the law? I just maybe you should choose. I just choose one. Everyone must follow the law. What is the economic system in the United States? Capitalist economy, market economy. So, what are the two rights of the Declaration of Independence? Two rights. Actually, there are three, but they just asked two. Three, it's up to this is the handbook. But like I said, you'll never know life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Happiness is to pass the exam. Next question. Who can vote? Who can vote? That's the system of the government. Citizens 18 and older can vote. You don't have to pay a poll tax to vote. Any citizen can vote. Women and men can vote. A male citizen of any race can vote. That's rights and responsibilities. Rights and responsibilities. Next, number 11, 2001. Terrorist attack the United States. Next, representatives. House of Representatives. Two branches, two parts of the Congress. Senate and the House of Representatives. How many voting members in the House of Representatives? 435 voting members. Voting members. Next is next question. led to civil war, slavery. Proclamation do free the slaves. Emancipation Proclamation. Why did the colonists fight the British? Because of high taxes without representation, because the British Army stayed in their houses, boarding, quartering, because they didn't have self-government. Have self-government. That's why the colonists fight the British. Next, Supreme Court. There are nine justices. Nine justices. Chief Justice is John Roberts Jr. John Roberts Jr. Next, territory. Favorite is Guam. There are also other answer guys. Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, Virgin Islands, American Samoa, Northern Mariana Islands, and the last one is Guam, Puerto Rico. So, Puerto Rico is one of the U.S. territory. Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, American Samoa, Northern Mariana Islands, and Guam. There are five. Five. Next is General Eisenhower in World War II. General Du fought for civil rights. Yet the bills, vetoes the bills. The president, federal government. One, my favorite is to print money to um, to declare war, that is federal, to form an army, that is federal, sana ba yun? Federal, to declare war, to create an army, and to make treaties. Federal, to print money, to declare war, to create an army, and to make treaties. That's federal. State is provide schooling and education, provide protection, provide safety, give a driver's license, approve zoning and land use. Approve zoning and land use. Next is one American Indian tribe in the US. So there are a lot of tribe guys. Number one is Cherokee, Navajo, Sioux, Chippewa, Pueblo, Apache, Creek, Blackfeet, Cheyenne, Arawak, Shawnee, Mohican. There are a lot, guys. Mohican, Huron, Oneida, Chok, Choctaw. Choctaw is part. I don't know if I pronounce it's right. Lakota, Crow, Teton, Hopi, Inuit. There are a lot of, a lot of tribes. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22. 22 tribes. will be supplied with a list of federally recognized American Indian tribes. 22 ang nasa packet ko, study packet. One state that borders Canada, of course, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Washington, Alaska. Oh wow, Idaho is nearby Canada. Yes, because Washington is nearby. They're the end part. Washington, Montana is North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin. Is it? No, it's not. Michigan is Michigan. Oh, Michigan. Then New York. Borders Canada. Ayan guys. So, ayun na nga. 1 hour na. Thank you, thank you.